here in Great Britain at the Goodwood Raceway, and it's the Ultimate Racing ProAm2 League 8th race this afternoon, and it's also an endurance race. After the qualifying, let's see how they qualified. In first position is Muhammad Ali is on the hards, Teddy Milk on the mediums, Noddy on the hards, Aid on the hards, Peter on the softs, Shadow on the mediums, Flat B hard, Silverback on the softs, Seamus on the hards, Bish is also on the hards, Stealth is on the hards, Trina on the racing hards, and Pablo also on the hards. Okay, let's see when the lights go out what happens in this race. Right, and the way they go. Peter's got a good start again, and he's immediately into second. With Teddy Milk in third. Shadow in fourth. Aid in fifth. Seamus in sixth. Silverback is in seventh. Flat B eighth. Nori is in ninth. Bish in 10th. Pablo 11th. Stealth, well, he had a spin there, he's down to 13th now. Trina in 12th. Right, Peter's managed a bit of a gap now to second position. Muhammad. Oh, and there at the back it seems like Aid has gone off, but he's on again, but he's now in 5th position. Muhammad stays in second, and on his tail is Teddy Milk in the Ferrari. He's looking for a way past Muhammad. Aid off again. Yeah. You get a wheel on the grass here, you're either off or you're spinning. So Silverback past him now. Aid in 6th, Noddy in 7th. Shadow is in 8th. Pablo is in 9th. Flat B 10th. Bish is in 11th. Trina 12th. Stealth is in 13th. Peter is establishing himself in front now, with Muhammad in second position. Teddy Milk still close to him. Bit of a gap between Teddy Milk and Seamus now. Teddy Milk on Muhammad's tail is trying to pass him. Next to him, into the corner, inside first. Seems like he's made the move in front of Muhammad now. Let's look a bit back now, because it seems that Muhammad lost some space there. Oh, he tapped Teddy Milk there and went off. So that's why Teddy Milk has opened a bit of a gap to Muhammad. Silverback also next to Muhammad now, and Seamus. Both of them passed, but Seamus put a wheel on the grass and he's off there in the background. So that off there in the first corner cost Muhammad a few positions now. Hades in 5th, Seamus 7th, and he's off again. Let's see if we can see what happened to him. Oh, there was a bit of a Seamus is off. Nori in front of him. Shadow tried to take the inside, took Nori out, and Seamus on the grass again, off and back into 9th position. Okay, Shadow waited for Nori. They are at the back now. Peter in front, opening a bit of a gap. Second is Steady Milk. Third is Silverback. Grahamut is still in 4th. 8 in 5th. Flatby and Pablo close to each other now. Pablo is trying to get past Flatby. He also had a good start. He started at the back and in 7th now. And he's giving Flatby a hard time, trying to get past him as soon as possible. Flatby is on the hards. Pablo also on the hards. And those three close together around that corner. Seamus with a few offs is on his own now. Trina in 10th. Stealth also had an off, he's in 11th. And Noddy and Shadow at the back after their off. Peter still going good. He's on the softs. Teddy Milk is on the mediums. Silverback also on the softs. Grahamut on the hards. Hards still look very good in comparison with the softs. 8 also on the hards. Pablo, he's on the hards. Bish on the hards. And Noddy is on the hards. Quite a few of the top 8 started to start with the hards today. Shadow is on the mediums. Flatby on the softs. But he must have had his first stop already because the softs has no degradation and the tank is still full. So he decided to get rid of the hards as soon as possible. Trina still on the softs, but I think he also went in for a pit stop. Seamus mediums and Stealth also on the mediums. Peter still opening that gap a bit to Teddy Milk. Silverback in 3rd. Grahamut and 8 close to each other. Pablo and Bish also in a little battle. Seems like Bish wants to get past Pablo. Next to each other, going into the chicane. Oh no, just before the chicane, the second last corner. And it seems like Pablo is first into the chicane. A bit grass there, but is out well, still in front of Bish. Noddy is now in 8th, with Shadow in 9th. Flatby, he's a bit on his own in 10th. Trina also, no one close to him. Seamus the same, and Stealth as well, on his own at the back at this stage. So Peter started on the soft again. Again had a very good start. He will most probably if he continues with the softs, do a 3-stop race. Teddy Milk in out of the chicane now. It still has quite a bit to go to catch up to Peter, and that is the difference between the two tire compounds. He's on the medium, Peter on the soft. Soft's got much more grip. Gromit now up to third again, with Aid in 10th, in 4th. Silverback is now down to 5th. Pablo and Bish still close together. Let's see what Bish does here. Gained a bit there in this corner. He's got the best run off the corner. Pablo stays in front. Bish is gaining on him now. Seems like he's going to take the inside corner there. Oh, Pablo went wide. Bit of a bump there from Bish. Out of the chicane. Pablo in 7th now, Noddy still in 8th, Shadow in 9th, Flat B in 10th, Trina 11th, Seamus in 12th, and Stealth is in 13th position. Peter in first position now, is also first on the points log for the ProAm2. About 20 points ahead of the second place man, which is Trina. Third place driver at this stage is Noddy on the grid, on the points table. Peter into the pits again, or get rid of the soft tires. Soft tires is close to their end. Early stop, so I suppose he's going to do a 3-stop race. Out of the pits, and he's on the hards now. Noddy in 8th. Just behind him now, Shadow 9, Flat B 10, Trina, Seamus and Stealth. After Peter's pit stop, Teddy Milk in front now. The tyre situation between these two are just the opposite now. Teddy Milk is now on the mediums, and Peter is on the hards. So Teddy Milk's got the better compound for the rest of his stint than Peter. Muhammad Ali up to second, with 8 still on his tail, trying to catch up to him. Silverback in 4th. Bish has opened up a bit of a gap to Pablo now. Pablo on the hards are still looking good. Still enough fuel left for a few laps. But Peter is catching up to Pablo now after his pit stop. Both of them on the hards. Noddy also still on the hards. He's doing his 11th lap now on the hards, with Shadow on the mediums. Flat B's softs are about halfway done. Trina, Seamus. These tires are still looking good. Stealth is in 13th. He's on the mediums. Teddy Milk is opening quite a gap now to Grahamut. He's still on Grahamut's tail. He's trying to get close enough to make a pass or to attempt a pass on Grahamut. A bit of a wiggle out of that corner for Aid. Giving his everything to try and get closer to Grahamut now. It's a personal best sector for Aid there. He's currently in the 112s, taking the chicane without any problems, and Grahamut is into the pits, getting rid of his hards after 12 laps, and that opens up the road ahead for Aid to try and catch Teddy Milk. Silverback now in third. Bish is also in to change his hard tires. Peter up to fourth now. Noddy up to fifth after those pit stops. He's currently doing in the 112s. Pablo did a 114, made a mistake somewhere. Shadow and Flatby next to each other. Flatby is taking the lead there in 7th position. Shadow on his tail, trying to find a gap to get past Flatby. Shadow takes that corner a bit wide, loses a bit of time. 80s into the pits as well to get rid of his hard compound tires. Seamus is the best sector there. Stealth in 10th, Grahamut now in 11th after his pit stop. Bish in 12th, Trina 13th. 8, Silverback and Noddy in for their first tyre change. And Teddy Milk opens up that gap just a little bit more to Peter now, who's in second. Now let's do a lap with Teddy Milk on board if he doesn't go into pit now. Oh, he's going to pit. Peter, he's on the hards, quite a few laps left on the hards, but not so much as far as the fuel is concerned. So let's see what he's doing. Quite a tricky first corner, very easy to take it too wide, put a wheel on the grass and lose a lot of time. Sixth gear, taking the next corner in 4th, up to 5th again, down to 3rd. Also a tricky corner, easy to get on the grass there. Second gear corner, going up the hill here, into 5th. sixth, slowing down, second gear, third, and it will take the chicane also in second. That's a lap with Peter. Pablo now in second, after the pit stop of some of the other drivers. Flatby in third, Seamus in fourth, Graham is in fifth, Stealth is in sixth, Teddy Milk seventh, Aid in eighth, Bish is in ninth. He's doing 115s now, struggling a bit on the mediums. Silverback did a 118 there. I suppose he went off somewhere and also into the barrier there. So this is most probably not going to be a 114 for him there. Noddy also did a 114 on the mediums. Trina 111, Shadow 113 on the softs. Peter on the hards also did a 111, past 2 laps. Very good times on the hards. His fuel is very low now. Pablo and Seamus into the pits to change tyre and fill up a bit. Stealth also in the pits. Grahamet's got the fastest lap at this stage, 110.266. Flatby stays in second, Grahamet up to third, Terry Milk now in fourth after his pit stop, 8 in fifth. Bish in sixth. And we've got the pit stops of Pablo, who's out now. Silverback in 9th, Trina 10th, Shadow 11th, Seamus 12th, and Stealth coming out of the pits in 13th. Peter now in the pits again, getting rid of his hards. Fuel is also finished. I'll have to fill up a bit there. Flatby also in the pits. Grahamet will most probably take the lead. And there he takes the lead now, with Peter and Flatby in the pits. Teddy Milk takes second position and Aid third. Peter and Flatby still in the pits. Let's have a look and see how Grahamet negotiates this track. I'll also take this corner in second. Up to fourth. Fifth. Slow down. Third. Take chicane in second. Take it without any problems. Up to third, fourth, and fifth. Okay, down to 4. Up the hill, tricky corner, takes it in 5th. Next one should be 3rd. And then this tight corner down to 2nd. Teddy Milk still in second on his mediums. Aid in third. Peter in fourth. Bish in fifth. Noddy is in sixth now. Pablo seventh. Silverback eighth. Flatby ninth. Those four close together. Flatby, Trina, Shadow is also joining the party. Flatby on Silverback's tail now, trying to take the inside line. Second last corner, but Silverback takes it first into the chicane. All of them through there quite well without any problems. Seamus and Stealth. Grommet opening a gap now to Teddy Milk. We're on lap 20, 23 laps to go. Not halfway yet. Grommet's left front and rear tire is starting to go down quickly now. Still has a bit of fuel left. Don't know if the tires are going to last as long as the fuel. Teddy Milk in second. These tires are looking quite well, the mediums. Fuel also. Aid, but less fuel than Teddy Milk. Peter on the mediums. He already did a few stops. Bish went off at the back. Put a wheel on the grass there. Noddy is in sixth. Mediums are still looking good. Quite enough fuel to go a few laps still. Pablo and Flatby close to each other. Gina is also part of this trio. And then we have Silverback and Shadow in a little battle of their own. Shadow wants to take the inside line here, but Silverback closes it. Stealth in 13th. Grommet still going well in first position with that front left. Not looking very good at this stage. Don't think he's got a lot more laps left in that tire. Teddy Milk into the chicane now. Grommet into the pits. Teddy Milk will take the lead here. Aid will also inherit second position. Grommet still in the pits, fueling up now. And Peter also go past him. The pits. Bish is going past Grommet now. Flatby, Pablo. And Grommet is just behind Shadow after the pit stop. You have to negotiate a few cars now. He's on the softs. Shadow is on worn softs. And Seamus is on the mediums, so Gromit should be able to get past them without any problems. Gromit closing up to Silverback now. On his tail, taking the inside line. And he made the move into 7th position. And no way back for Silverback at this stage. He's on the mediums. Oh, and he wheel on the grass. Luckily didn't went off completely, but still gave Seamus the opportunity to get past him. Silverback then in 9th now, Noddy is in 10th, Stealth in 11th, Shadow is in the pits, and Trina in 13th. Teddy Milk in first stall, going on quite well there. Bit of a gap between him and Aid. Peter is up to 3rd now. And Bish into the pits. Flat B should pass him in the pits. Yes, Pablo also passed him, or will pass him probably. Pablo and Pablo is Grahamit's next target. Seamus, Silverback and Noddy also close to each other. Bish into the pits. No close battle here. The Stealth is in 10th. Bish went wide again. Got blue flags for Shadow. It's Steady Milk behind him. The blue flag is out quite early. There's a blue flag for Trina as well. And that's 8. That's coming up to him. Teddy Milk has lapped Trina, so Trina is allowed to unlap himself. But the problem is he's getting blue flags for Aid, and he will have to get out of the way when Aid is getting close, otherwise he can get a penalty. Aid is on Trina's tail now. He actually should get out of the way. Blue flags are waving. Peter in 3rd, Flat B in 4th. Gromit is getting close to him now, trying to pass Flat B. He's going to do it on the outside. Yes. Good move there from Gromit. Pass Flat B on the outside. Pablo and Seamus, Silverback, Noddy, Stealth in the pits. Shadow still getting blue flags for Teddy Milk. Take that a bit wide. 8 into the pits now. Stealth also, Bish in 13. Teddy Milk in the lead still on lap 28. Peter takes over second position with 8 in the pits. Muhammad is now up to 4th position. Muhammad still has the fastest lap time. Teddy Milk is in the 112s mostly, 113th on his mediums. His fuel is also getting low. Trina on his back again, trying to unlap himself. Peter quite consistent in the 111s on his mediums. Muhammad 110, 111, 112. Flat B, front left, doesn't look very well. He will have to pit soon. His previous lap was a 113. I think that front left is starting to bother him. And he's going into the pits. Oh no, it didn't go in. Pablo in 5th. Seamus is going into the pits. Silverback in 7th. He's also doing 112s. Noddy also 112s on his mediums. Still a few laps left in the tires and fuel. Silverback took that corner a bit wide, and that gave Noddy the opportunity to move into 6th position. Silverback is now in 7th with 8 in 8th after his pit stop. Seamus in the pits now. Shadow still getting blue flags for Teddy Milk. Teddy Milk not close enough yet for Shadow to get out of the way. Trina 11th, Bish 12th, Stealth. Peter in 1st now. Teddy Milk into the pits. Most probably for his last pit stop. Muhammad now in 2nd. Peter will definitely have to do another pit stop. His fuel is very low. Red light is on. Fuel light is on. Muhammad will most probably also have to pit again. That front left tire won't last another 13 laps. Flat B, his front left is shot. He will hope to get to the pits without any problems. Fuel is also finished, close to finish. Okay, take these last corners carefully. With that front tire in the condition it is, into the pits now. Peter into the pits as well. Noddy is now up to 3rd because of the round of pit stops of Peter, Flatby and Silverback. Teddy Milk, took that chicane too fast onto the grass. Luckily stays on the road after that excursion. 8 in 5th. Peter out of the pits, Seamus out of the pits, Peter onto the mediums now. Seamus, Flatby exiting the pits now. And he's going onto the softs. Trina in 10th, Silverback in the pits now, topping up his fuel, exiting now on the hard tires, and on the pit exit got passed by Stealth. Bish in 13th, Muhammad Ali into first again. That front left is starting to get worrying. Noddy into the pits for his last pit stop of the race. Pablo, second position now. He had a good race, started at the back and into second now. Teddy Milk after his pit stop in third. His tyres will go to the end. 8 in fourth. Teddy Milk filled up a bit more than 8. Seamus in 5th. Don't know if his fuel is going to last for another 11 laps. Peter, he will go to the end on his mediums. Shadow will be touch and go. Flatby should end on this set of tires and fuel. Noddy on the mediums, just pitted. Trina will have to stop again. These fuel and tires are not going to last. Gromit into the pits now, Pablo as well. That gives Teddy Milk first position. Stealth is still in 11th, Silverback in 12th, and Bish in 13th position. Teddy Milk back in first place, 8 second. A bit closer to Teddy Milk this time. Quite a gap from 8 to Seamus. Seamus on his own with Gromit chasing him down now. Peter also on the mediums now, giving it everything to catch up to Gromit. Pablo on the mediums. Flatby on Shadow's tail. Noddy 9th. Trina, Stealth, Silverback and Bish. Teddy Milk has opened a bit of a gap now to 8, even though he took that turn a bit wide, that corner. Going quite well at this stage. Over the curb. The Ferrari sounds very smooth. You can see aid in his rear view mirror or rear view camera. Into the chicane. Oh, I took that one too wide. Off the track, luckily not into a barrier or something. Stays on track. That opens up the gap to Teddy Milk a bit and closes the gap to Seamus. Gromit still chasing down Seamus. Seamus will have to stop again. His fuel is not going to last. Another 8 laps. Although he's close to 8 now. Graham on Seamus's tail. Seamus to the inside of Aid. And he got past Aid. And he got wide there. Aid passed him again. And Graham is also past Seamus. Aid takes it wide again. And that gives Graham second position. Just a little mistake, and it cost you Seamus's 2 positions. Peter chasing down Seamus now. Pablo on his own. Flatby also on his own. Shadow is still a few car lengths behind him. Noddy in 9th. Bish in 10th. Silverback 11th. Stealth 12th. Trina is behind Teddy Milk still, trying to unlap himself. Teddy Milk still in the 112s with his hard tires. Trina also 112. Graham is doing 1/10 now with the mediums, so he's catching up to Teddy Milk. Still got 6 laps to try and catch up to him. Best sector for Graham there. He still also holds the best lap time, fastest lap time. I did the 1:14 previous lap. Peter consistent in the 1:11s. Pablo also a few 1:11s now, so he's keeping the distance to Peter. Flatby also consistent lap times. Shadow in the 1:12s with these mediums. Noddy 1:12, 1:11. 8th position now, trying to catch up to Shadow. These two are currently the closest to each other in the whole field. Let's see if Noddy can get past Shadow. Lap 38 now. Noddy's trying to close the gap. Both of them had a good exit out of that corner. Noddy's closing the gap a bit. Noddy's much closer to Shadow now. Shadow went wide. That gives Noddy 7th position. Shadow also decided to pit. His fuel has nothing left. Seamus on the softs in 8th. Silverback will go into 9th now. Stealth is in 11th, should go to 10th. Trina still on Teddy Milk's tail, trying to unlap himself. And Bish is also getting blue flags waved at him, and that's for Peter, that's close to him. Teddy Milk in first still, with Trina on his tail. Kramet tyres still look good. 3 laps to go after this one. Fuel should also last. Peter 3rd. Aid in 4th. Pablo getting closer to 8 now. Then we've got Flat B in 6th. Noddy is in 7th. Flat B will have to pit again. That left front won't last another 3 laps, I think. Seamus is in 8th. Silverback 9th. Shadow 10. 11 is Stealth. Trina in 12th, still chasing down Teddy Milk to unlap himself, and Bish off the track there. That first corner, tricky one. Teddy Milk, 2 laps to go after this one, trying to keep it together. Kramet chasing them down, definitely gaining on them. There's a bit of a gap to Peter and to Pablo, and Aid also off again. Onto the grass, mowing some lawn. Noddy creeping up to him. Close to each other going into the chicane. Both taking the chicane well. Noddy stays on 8's tail with 2 laps to go, including this one. 8 would like to keep that position. Noddy wants to take the position from him. Seamus 8th. Silverback on his own. Stealth also alone out there. Shadow. Trina between first and second place. Again getting a blue flag. He will have to let Kramet past. But doesn't seem that he's going to get out of the way here. He's tempting the marshals here. Bish, Teddy Milk, Kramet, very close to Teddy Milk now. Trina should get out of the way. Peter in 3rd, Pablo 4th. On the last lap now, Flat B, Aid and Noddy still together. Seamus, Silverback, Shadow and Bish. Alright, let's see what happens. Garmet got past Trina, and there's no fuel left in Terry Milk's car, and he just made it. Peter will take third place. Pablo will come home in fourth. Flatby in fifth in the BMW. Noddy got past Earl at the line. Up past 8 also, no fuel left. Seamus in 8th. Silverback will take 9th position. Shadow 10th, and 11th will be Stealth. It was quite a good race again, and we're looking forward to Interlagos next week.